I unfortunately need to show you this video. Please stick with it. We're going to come back at the end of it and talk about it. This video is from J.R. Majewski, a gentleman who ran for Congress in his state with the backing of Donald Trump, lost, and when tried to run again, the Republican Party went to Mar-a-Lago to beg Donald Trump to not support this guy because he was that much of a loser. And ultimately, he had to leave the race because his own party didn't want him. Here he is spreading misinformation and lies about what Jimmy Kimmel said. We'll be back on the back end to talk about it.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them.
Jimmy Kimmel's such a bitch and a loser. You know, he is really reaching here. The Democrats on the left don't want to live up to their moniker as the party of inclusion. They want to pass it off to us. Well, Tyler Robinson is not one of us, Jimmy. So, yeah, too bad. Instead of being critical on politics, which you obviously are a fucking idiot in, you know, just invite Taylor Swift onto the show and, you know, pretend as if you guys are winning this cultural war that you keep fucking around in. It's because of your narrative and behavior like this that we've lost guys like Charlie Kirk. But, yeah, projection at its finest. Jimmy Kimmel, the consummate pussy.
I find it incredibly ironic that a pussy bitch loser is calling Jimmy Kimmel a pussy bitch loser while spreading misinformation. This guy who shot Charlie Kirk was a follower of Nick Fuentes. He was what's known as a groyper. Is Nick Fuentes a Democrat now? Is he a liberal all of a sudden? Are these groypers that follow him, are they all of a sudden liberal Democrats? You know that the FBI investigation, the one that's being headed by Kash Patel's FBI, can't find a single fucking link to any left-wing organization. As a matter of fact, the only person who has said that this guy, the shooter, leaned left is his mother, who's a far right-wing Trump supporter. Of course she wants to distance herself and her family from this. Look what they raised. They raised a conservative lunatic. They raised him around guns and conservative ideals in a heavily religious household, and he ended up killing somebody, not because he was too far right, but because he wasn't far right enough. The groypers and Nick Fuentes have been at war, so to speak, with Charlie Kirk and his followers for years now, because Charlie Kirk wasn't far right enough. And here you are saying projection at its finest, while projecting your people onto us. Doesn't work that way, champ. Your own party decided to take you back yet, or you still just floating out there in the breeze?